y'all there. Y'all, they done unhook somebody. I was just thinking about these tests. These tests, man, look, especially for those of you, I went off and I felt good going off on y'all too. Because it's like this, bro. Y'all serious about your little testing now. But okay, well, that's fine too. I don't mind your testing, but you can't cheat doing them testing. I know you ain't supposed to be able to cheat. Somehow y'all figured out how to go around the drugs. Somehow y'all figured out how to go around telling lies, gossiping, doing every evil thing under the sun, pretty much. Cause you ain't supposed to do that for you. But these chosen tests and this hat test, they don't tell lies. They don't gossip. Whether they with the dark or the light, they don't do none of that. If they with the dark, they so serious they ain't gonna play with you. If anything, they real in the dark. I don't know if you met no real thugs and real gangsters before, but they solid. You know, they solid. They don't play, you know. Okay. Alright, they ain't finna tell, they ain't gonna tell no lie. You can't do drugs. Even if you of the dark, you can't do drugs. So, this is a chosen one test. I think it is. I don't know what it is, but I say it's a chosen one test. We ain't gonna say no more, it says chosen one test. But, it's a chosen one test. So, it's like, okay, you got the little test and none that y'all need. They're gonna put that mercury in whatever they putting in that ointment stuff. You need stuff to do that test. Around my way, ain't but one store to sell it. Like literally, they took all the lotions and stuff like that, all the hygiene material off the shelf. And ain't but one store you can go to. That's what they say. I'm sure they got it behind the shelf, but you shouldn't have to ask for that kind of stuff behind the shelf. And you gotta go to that store to get it. And that stuff got mercury in it. That stuff got all kind of stuff in it. Sheets of metal. I don't know what it is. And then they then they got the garlic stuff. They got they gonna put mercury, garlic, your towels. They gonna like something they wash your clothes in. There's always gonna be something, y'all. Something they wash your clothes in. You know what? I ain't even think of that stuff. That stuff wash clothes good though. I ain't even think about that. I need to check that out. Ain't that something? These big places make people goofy, bro. Well, anyway, so you got these group of people trying to take this energy, but one thing God told me a secret, gave me a little blueprint. I ain't really got to do them tests. I'm going to climb regardless. Like, when you float, your float, it's easier to be on your float. You can get up there fast, but you can climb. You can climb your way up there. You can climb your way to the top. You ain't got to use the float, you can climb. And the guy taught me a way to keep climbing. And y'all ain't doing that. Y'all ain't climbing or nothing. Y'all just trying to steal energy somehow and utilize the floats. I know it's that stuff now. Y'all put that stuff in that. They give you stuff to wash your clothes in the washing machine. That's gonna affect. You gotta have weight on parts of your body. You gotta have a certain weight, and it's like somehow they've been keeping people in. It ain't about keeping people in. it's got to do with people selling you out. Like they sell your stuff online and put you on this thing, dark web blacklist or something, you know. But it's almost like selling your soul. All it is selling your soul, selling their soul or something, and they throw you in this dark night of the soul / purgatory / unalive situation where you gotta climb out of it somehow, and they gotta utilize your energy, and they basically give you a certain thing, or this is a chosen one test. I don't know what it is. It might be the same thing all in one. I don't know. But either way it go, you gotta meet these certain requirements, so they say. But God taught me another way. I'm not gonna say, but we'll try. We'll play around with this to kill time though. But anyway, and the way God taught me is like the main thing is gonna be evaluated in them tests regardless. Y'all ain't doing that though. A lot of y'all is still in energy, ain't even thinking about doing that part. So it's like, I guess it's alright though. Y'all so horrible at it. It's like y'all just somebody told y'all all you gotta do is pass this little test in here, and you pass something and get that head eat you alive. I can already tell that head is a headache. When God merged me with that hat, he did something to my body. And I guess that's why y'all be trying to steal DNA, but that ain't gonna work there. Whatever God, when I seen that hat in heaven, that hat was so big I couldn't tote it. And I had it been big in heaven at the time when I went with God over there. And that was still so big I couldn't tote it. It's like God merged that thing with me or something. And it was like an ape. It turned into an ape or something, a gorilla or something. It turned into something, bro. I don't know what that was, but I know he merged us together. But the relic to that thing was here somewhere, I think. Or something like that. I don't know, y'all. But I know from observing that hat and all of you people who keep trying to steal that energy, y'all hurting yourselves. Y'all cursing yourselves, y'all going down. I keep hearing the name Joshua. Man, y'all going down for that hat. It ain't even worth it, bro. I seen so much damage that hat did to y'all, and I was like, you know what? It ain't even worth it, bro. Ken David name. Something about the military. It's like y'all fighting for y'all death, bro. It ain't even worth it. Cause I know can't none of y'all do what God did to me for that hat. I just figured y'all were goofing off just to strengthen me in the game or something. Cause just like y'all ain't doing none of the requirements for that. All y'all trying to do is the stuff y'all trying to do is like somebody told y'all just play the game to get him tougher. You ain't gonna get it anyway. That's what I figured. Cause y'all ain't doing nothing else, bro. It's like y'all going against the grain. Y'all doing it's other things that's got something to do with that test. Y'all ain't really doing that. Y'all ain't really doing that at all, bro. I did y'all testing them one day last week. And normally when you start doing that test, you gotta do it for weeks. And God made me start the same day I started. So I knew y'all was doing something that y'all wasn't supposed to be doing. And God was like, just leave him alone and allow it or something like that. But anyway, y'all gotta do that, and then y'all gotta do you gotta meet weight. And man, this is the beautiful thing about this situation though. All these men out here been having these problems. But you got this system that been going on probably for generation, lifetime. They literally know certain recipes to utilize to make you miss weight. And when they do this kind of, it's witchery and this is sorcery, definitely sorcery. When they do this, it affects the whole frequency. It affects the whole vibration. It affects the whole vibration. It affects the whole bloodline. And that's ain't got nothing to do with color, y'all. This go back biblical. Like when it's like they took somebody out the Bible and they started experimenting on this person. It could have been a Joseph bloodline, Moses, whatever. I don't really know nothing about all that. But they took somebody and started doing magic on. All they had to do was do magic on that one person, because it's blood. When in the Bible, it's bloodline, especially when they speak about it in Genesis. It's bloodline. So all they did was have to take one person from each one of them bloodlines and started doing magic on, and this was gonna affect everybody, regardless. All they gotta do is do it on that one person, and it's gonna affect everybody for generations to come. So it's like we all stuck in these situations. It's gonna affect you regardless. So it's like what I'm trying to say is if they know ways to affect your growth, then obviously they the ones they the reason for the issue, right? Because when they're not playing with all that stuff they were doing, everything normal, just like anybody else. So, and then they throw the little girls in there, everybody look at and act like it's some kind of measure. That's a joke. That's a joke. Don't even buy that. That's something to mess with your emotions and self-esteem. That's a total joke. They need DNA, and so it's like this group of people that's biblical, that's ancient bloodline, they need that DNA to stay stuck. I think it's personally, on a personal level, I think it's because of somebody of another royal family stole their energy, stole their money. I think that money's supposed to go to a whole nother family, and this particular family that's in power right now been that's what I think on a personal level, been sacrificing people. These people can make you disappear. And they having a hard time with me because I want to lower my vibration. And that's another reason why I ain't playing with this little test they got going on. You know what I'm saying? But I was warned this morning about clothes. I wash clothes, and they got this stuff that I always use, and I never even thought about it, using that stuff. And I never even thought about it. It don't matter though. They do so much. God see everything. Cause God inside me, we seeing everything. But God the one told me to leave it alone, bro. Cause I think God seen how they were sabotaging everything. And he was like, just don't even worry about it. And now the one female friend, I probably went a little hard on you yesterday, but you kind of different, bro. I'm like, you ain't getting no red, you keep bothering folk. And it's like, what's your angle? I don't mean no harm, but I'm like, what is your angle, bro? Like, what you got going on? Who really working behind you? Who got their hand up your back? Because I don't play game like that. I ain't worried about the stick shift and none of that. I've been a virgin my whole life, bro. I don't care nothing about all that y'all got going on out there. And they pay y'all, like I said to God this morning, how you gonna want to be on the pipeline when they know, when they watching how y'all treat exotic people and stuff? Ain't nobody gonna hook you up to the pipeline, because that pipeline probably created by exotic people. See what I'm saying? It's a joke. It's an all-around joke. So don't pay no attention. What I'm trying to say, don't pay no attention to the surface or the physical part. That's a joke, and everybody participating in it is a joke. It's deeper than that. It's got something to do with DNA, and it's got something to do with royalty stuff, and it's got something to do with currency. It's like somebody stole somebody generational wealth. A family stole it. That's what I feel like it is. I don't feel like it's just this. I feel like it's bigger than that, on a whole bigger scale. But I feel like somehow they can put it on a smaller scale, but I feel like it's bigger than that, because the way they doing these people It's like this bloodline. I could have been anybody. I could have been a white man, anybody. But everybody they doing it to a bloodline, they doing it to a bloodline that they done pick. It's like people in the Bible they know here on earth, and let's say one group of these people are black, and they done swap their energy, probably with another black family that would share that money with other nationalities, or uh, that's why I say I don't about care nothing about y'all table. We make our own table. Y'all doing too much anyway. But all everybody gotta do is stand up straight, y'all. You ain't gonna be able to see it though. You might as well throw that in the trash. And then they're gonna torture you. They're gonna torture everything about you that you love about yourself, especially in the sex department. They're gonna re-navigate you women, sleep with you women. If you're a male, if you're a female, they're gonna re-navigate you men, sleep with you men. And you might have to watch it. They're gonna re-navigate love in general. They're gonna mess with your body. They're gonna party. They're gonna do all kinds of stuff. And it's like when it comes down to the chosen one stuff, you can't get in your feelings about none of it. And as you go on, you get stronger. And then everything will start back coming back. And then you'll learn. You're gonna learn what's been doing what, how this been happening. And then you're gonna, yourself gonna deduct that stuff out of your life. Like if they put certain things in your food, using certain grease, washing in your clothes. Like I said, wash the garlic, the pepper. If you can, just get rid of it. Get it out your diet. This how you move a mountain, though. This how you move a mountain, bro. I ain't playing with y'all. I'm like, in my case, I'm like, okay, y'all, the women, back them women up right now, cause at the moment, women have done a lot. They done enough. They good. I don't need them to do no more. A man can do it from here. And they figure out what's going on, bro. Cause y'all, it's like they wanting DNA bad, bro. And I feel like, and that's another thing. I ain't got paranoid with DNA, cause I feel like one minute you get, like for the people who virgin and celibate, you getting the DNA out the toilets. And for the people who got somebody, you getting the DNA out their lovers. You just switching up the pipelines on both of them. So it's like, you gotta do this test by yourself. If you're a chosen one, I think it's in Revelation too. I think it says the chosen was a virgin, a celibate or something like that. Go look it up. It'll say the 144,000 chosen, a virgin, a celibate or something. It's gonna be lovers for them, but God gonna be putting them through tests too. So if you going through the test, trust me, you don't want to look for them because they going through the test too, and you ain't gonna want to know what they going through. So it's better everybody go through their tests without all that. But just watch what you eat, watch your clothes, and watch your hair. If you got kids, they're gonna probably do magic on your kids to do magic on you. I've been having that happen a lot, and I failed a couple of tests a couple of weeks ago. I don't know how I felt. And one of my ancestors found out they were doing magic on my child somehow. So it's like it's almost, God got it though. God watching all the chosen, 144,000. You better know it. God watching it, and that's why they can't keep it up. And normally we'd have been dead, and normally we'd have been failed out the test. But they only can take our power temporarily, and then they come right back to us and they tie their asses up. They put them in a worse situation they was in the first time. And they just keep doing these same, somebody keep doing a certain spell over and over too. And it's about to take them out of here. But That's another thing. What I noticed is that we started off with a lot of people doing spells on us, a lot more than I could count. But now I can count the people doing spells. It's like they getting taken out of here or something, or they stopping. I think they stopping because they feeling like things going wrong in their life. But they need DNA though, and I felt like I told God, I felt like they just stealing DNA to play me or something. And that's why I don't want no woman really bother me. No offense to y'all. I don't want to get in y'all. I got in y'all head last night though. Then I told y'all up, bro. I don't play no game with y'all because y'all dangerous, bro. Y'all got too much going on. Y'all see how real this is. You still trying to go get some money. We all need to grow up at this point. Right now, we all need to become a tree. I ain't trying. I wanted to do that on purpose though, because you're doing too much. You're getting too close. You're doing too much. Because it feel like at this rate, somebody got their hand up your back. See, I got information about BL. I finally got information about BL. I know what happened to him. I think, anyway. So, I'm good. I'm good, bro. I don't know what y'all got going on out there, but I'm good. Yeah, like I said, wash your clothes, try to cook your own food, cut your own hair, make sure you get all your hair up, watch your clipper. I had somebody steal my clippers and bring them back a few times, well, a couple times. Put all that stuff somewhere where you can see it. Cause it's like somebody was coached through this. And honestly, I thank God I'm alone, because it's like the women ain't got a chance right there. They gonna get them however much money, and they gonna really feed them. They gonna really feed them the long one, bro. And they gonna feed them the long one, and it's gonna be hard for them for a while, which is still good though, cause it's like the test. They gonna keep giving you money. They gonna give you what you want, and it's like for the women that feel like they tested by temptation. And for the men, it's the same but a little bit different. You ain't tested by, well, you could be tested by lovers, but they ain't really been bothering me about that. You get tested like endurance. Yeah, work. Like always work out, pray, meditate, the work you put in. Like endurance and stuff like that. I forgot what else they call that. But it's when you put a lot of work in, you get tested like that. And you gotta do these tests though. You gotta do them. Even that test they got going on. But don't look at the surface. The surface of that test is psychological though. There's something up with that. I think that's the cheat code, and that ain't what that's for. You're supposed to get a gift for doing it, but they keep sabotaging that test down, and it's almost to the point where you don't even want to worry about it. If you a virgin already and celibate, you gonna do it if God tell you to do it, and you should do everything God tell you to do. But if God don't tell you to do it, don't even worry about it, man. It ain't worth it. It ain't worth it. Because, oh yeah, they do weaving magic and they do all kind of stuff. If they want you to stay in there and they utilizing your DNA, they're gonna try to cheat. God know all this. That's what we analyze. We watching y'all, man. Y'all still in the Blue David. Them girls y'all pets, right? Joshua. Oh, y'all, them girls y'all pets or something. Y'all got some women out here that's pets for y'all and stuff. Why would I know all that? Like, if my job in the test is to do one thing, why it seem like that my energy is focused on whoever is inside of the test sabotaging the test.